So this afternoon is going to be a pull focused workout. Main compound movement is deadlifts. So the way we're kicking this one off is with a pull-up superset that I absolutely love. It's 4 sets total. It feels like your biceps are ripping off by the end of it. I'm 3 sets in right now, I have 1 more. And the way it goes is it's 10 pull-ups, just normal grip pull-ups, and then you go directly into ring neutral pull-ups, which is kind of like a chin-up essentially, because you're turning your wrist as you're pulling yourself up as many reps as possible. Set 1 was like 10 reps, set 2 was 5 reps, set 3 was 4 reps, and then the last set, it's just, I mean, you're burnt out. So we have 1 more set here, and then we're gonna go into deadlifts. Watermelon intraflight, delicious. All right, chalk up. Here we go. Can never get enough push-ups or pull-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, 9, more, 10. All right. Right into chin-ups, here we go. Or neutral grip pull-ups. Come on. All right, that is the first part of this pull-up session, or pull session. Now, deadlifts, heavy deadlifts. So 405 felt good. Now we're working up to 455. I was just telling Jeremy, it was back in like 2017. I remember I was deadlifting like 2 or 3 times a week. I would do 405 for 20 reps and 500 for like 10 to 12 reps. And one thing I want to point out with deadlifts is it is a very mechanically driven exercise, form-wise. And when I was in college, I hated deadlifting because it was uncomfortable for me. When I started doing it more and more and more, my body mechanics kind of just adjusted, and it felt more fluid and enjoyable and comfortable. With a deadlift, because everyone's body mechanics are different, not everyone's lift is gonna look the same way. I used to pull sumo from a sumo position. Now I pull conventional. And even though everyone's deadlift isn't gonna look exactly the same, there's some mechanics you can apply to every movement, which I'll walk you through right now. Okay, so we have, like I said, 455 on the bar. This is a Texas deadlift bar, so it has a lot of whip. You can see, I can pull a lot of slack out of that bar as soon as I start pulling. I'm also gonna pull with shoes off, barefoot, personal preference, and lifting straps. So what I like to do is, you have like the knurling on this bar right here. I personally like to keep both feet right on the insides of the knurling, all right? And then you have on each barbell these guides, these little dashes right here. I like to put my pinky right inside that dash on the barbell. So that's where my hands are, personal preference, and my feet are right inside the knurling. Now what I'm gonna do is drive through the balls of my feet. I don't wanna come on top of my toes. A lot of times you'll find people coming on top of their toes. No, stay on your heels and the balls of your feet. And I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna pull the slack out of the bar, and I'm gonna drive my feet into the ground. What I don't want to happen is my hips to shoot up, and then I'm literally breaking my back. You want your hips and your knees to lock out simultaneously. So this is what it's gonna look like. Pull slack out. This is the last set of the workout. For back workouts, I like rotating between width and depth or thickness. When I think of width, I think of lat pull downs, pull-ups, dumbbell rows. When I think of thickness, I think of posterior chain, deadlifts, kettlebell swings, hyperextensions. So I'll go width, thickness, width, thickness. We're ending the way we started with width. So some lat pull downs. I love these grips right here. These mag grips, maximum advantage grips. They just they fit in the palm of your hand perfectly. So we're gonna go for about 12 reps of this. So I decided to switch things up a little bit this morning, and I put my strength training session in at the home gym, and I'm gonna run this evening for a sunset run. I saw someone running when I was coming home from work the other day, and the sun was setting, and I was thinking, I'm craving a sunset run. So I'm doing that tonight. This morning was my lighter day of strength training. It was core, shoulders, and arms. And the reason I'm introing this outside is because Steph's still asleep. We just entered the second trimester of pregnancy, and the second trimester has actually been worse in terms of morning sickness and just not feeling too well for Steph as opposed to the first trimester. That's where we're at with the pregnancy and life for this baby girl that's coming this July. But let's go inside, make some breakfast. The morning supplement strong stack in this shaker bottle. So what I have is 1 scoop of strong greens, 1 scoop of strong reds, a scoop of electrolytes, all in about 20 ounces of water. And then my capsules and soft gels here. Let me grab these. I have 1 serving of strong multivitamin, 1 serving of Strong Joints, and then Strong Omega, which is our fish oil supplement launching in about a month, is in here as well. So when I throw these back and wash it down with this. Nutrients. Now, the reason I take all of these supplements in the morning after my morning workout, usually my run, is because I want to flood my body with nutrients first thing in the morning. And I want to talk specifically about Strong Greens. So we developed and formulated Strong Greens a few years ago, which has now become one of our best-selling products because we wanted to supply this nutrient superfood powerhouse that you could use any time of the day, but like me personally, I like it in the morning to increase and improve natural energy levels, improve digestion, boost your immune system. It is a wheatgrass base, but it has ingredients like beetroot juice powder, spirulina, kale, chlorella, turmeric, ashwagandha. Super, super powerful, and you're gonna feel the effects. You're gonna feel the increased energy, boosted immune, and improved digestion. And then this is the breakfast smoothie bowl that I've been making for past couple of months. Still obsessed with it. So what I do is I mix 1 scoop of chocolate vegan protein powder, and I do mix up the flavors of protein powder. 1 flavor of Nutter Bar Blast whey protein powder, about 1 tablespoon of cacao powder, and then I add maybe half a cup of milk, and I mix that up into like a paste type consistency, and I add 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, about 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw honey. I love this honey so much. And I add some cacao nibs, some unsweetened coconut flakes, and then a banana. And this thing is loaded with calories and nutrients. So right now I'm listening to Rising Above by Sean Rogers. He's a Green Beret that is coming on the Bear Performance podcast tomorrow. And whenever a guest comes on the podcast, if they have a book they have written, I make sure I either read it or listen to it before they come on the podcast. And that is what I'm listening to right now in preparation for Sean's episode tomorrow. It's a good one. It's a really good one. It's about the trauma he experienced as a child growing up and real trauma. Mental and physical child abuse, and then his story and journey to become a Green Beret in the United States Army. Now, before we dive into some information, I gotta show you guys this new shirt. This was served to me on Instagram through an ad, Diamond Cross Ranch. It's actually a ranch in Wyoming. And fun fact, Jeremy, who is behind the camera, is from Wyoming, home state. So representing that, and I think the jacket and the shirt really just pulls together a look that I'm pretty proud of right here. You got the Lone Peak Ultras, some trendy ripped jeans, and the jacket and shirt to pull it all together with the camo BPN hat. But what we're getting done today is signage at the marketing and media part of the building. So we're getting B Icon logos put on the doors. We're getting a big B Icon above the entry point of the marketing and media team's office space, which they are now fully functional and working out of. And we started to receive inventory in the new warehouse here. So this is overflow for a lot of the stuff we're going to have for wholesale and retail. And we'll show you the truck we actually have coming in probably next week. We got this big Penske truck that we're going to wrap in BPN, and it's essentially to transport inventory from this building to that building. And so if we have to, we can go to our manufacturing facility and pick up small production runs and orders in the local area. Things are coming together for 2022 so far.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Suite 470, our little home away from home. It's been a while since you've seen the place. Now that construction's finished and we're moved in. So let's take a look around. I'll show you what we got going on and really Nick's vision that's come to life for the marketing and media team. So let's take a look. So this is probably what you've seen a lot of on Nick's stories and his Instagram, and he's built these by himself, by hand. He's got these nice beams, we got some walls. We have a nice creative concept, a little bit different from the open concept we had going on at 360. We all have our spaces, but it's still creative, gets the juices flowing, and helps us still to work our best. So we got Meg, our social media manager here. What are you working on, Meg?
Gearing up for our big field bar launch this Wednesday, January 12th. So getting the content ready for that. If you don't already, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest. So yeah, a lot of exciting content coming out. But I do all that right here, and Ace and I work alongside each other every day.
There it is. So over here we've got our creatives. These guys work so hard on photos, video content. A lot of the stuff you see come out through our channels, they're plugging away in there. This is Adam's space. He's right now working very hard on preparing for our Go One More marathon, which is the last weekend in January. It's a closed event, it's a little secret, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. We've got Jordan over here, where his little creative space where he works hard on the concepts and the ideas for BPN. And then we got Alex Rodriguez, brand director. These guys are linking up. It's a Monday morning. They're talking content, strategy, their vision for the brand. And so really, that's the space. We got a few more pieces of furniture we need to get in here. Kitchen table, maybe a conference table, somewhere we can link up throughout the day and just discuss. But this is where marketing and media is at now, 470. So let's take a look in the back, kind of look at the operation side of things. Still a little messy. Still a little work in progress back here, but this is really operations space where they're going to be functioning. A lot of inventory over there that's going to progressively build up in the coming months. But really, this space is for us to make sure that we've got all the supplements, merchandise, just plenty of inventory for when we go into wholesale for 2022. So this is 470. We're here.
Oh yeah. That's a chocolate peanut butter blondie if I've ever smelled one. I'm gonna show you guys what our weight-based version of the field bar looks like. So, what I love about this bar right here is it is packed with some powerful crunch. If you look inside of this, you will see unsweetened coconut flakes, cacao nibs. In there you have the natural peanut butter, dates, honey, you have the milk protein isolate, the whey protein isolate. This bar, as I'm biting into it, I'm breaking through the cacao nibs. I'm hitting flavors and notes of the unsweetened coconut flakes. The sweetness and the honey and the dates, it shines through. It's a magical experience. These are live on our site right now. So if you haven't picked any up yet, go to the description box below, grab like 20 boxes.
How are they gonna make sure that we're gonna sell through and support us basically?
Yeah, if you guys can send over some suggestions, we can put together.
But yeah, man, how are you guys doing? What's latest on y'all's end? What's going on? It's just ready to go for 2022. A lot better position than last year.
Yeah, I'll look out for that email from you and Luke, and we'll start building out that marketing deck for GNC. I think we have some leverage with the app, the new site, and our community audience with these retailers. Like, I think that's where we'll really shine when we build out these pitch decks for like GNC, for example. We have leverage with our community, with our audience. And then if we do these pop-up shops and these retail experiences, I think that's a win for us. It's like, it's a no-brainer. So we just hopped off a call with a consulting group that we hired and love working with that are helping us get into retail and wholesale. So as we've been talking about the past couple of months, in 2022, we are increasing our lines of distribution. Historically, we've been about 90 to 95% direct to consumer, and our other channels are Amazon and our UK EU distributor, Alos Nutrition. But now we're moving into retail, wholesale, and we're working with the consultants to secure contracts on military installations with AFES, GNC, Vitamin Shop, and HEB. Those are the stores that we're going after. So far, we have secured a contract with AFES military installations, and right here is the display that we are working on that will hold some of our products on a floor display, starting off in Air Force bases in Texas. And then we are working on contracts, like I said, with GNC, HEB, and Vitamin Shop. The thing is, though, you just don't go to these retailers and say, here's my pitch, here's my product, bring us in. A lot of the times, these retailers have certain times a year where they are buying new brands or new products to bring in. It's not just whenever and wherever. There are maybe 2 to 4 times a year where they are buying. They're bringing on new companies, new brands to put in their stores. So right now we're waiting for GNC, Vitamin Shop, HEB for their next buying season. But one thing I did want to talk about is that just because you get into retail, wholesale, doesn't mean you're going to be successful in those stores. I think it's something really important to point out. And we've been very strategic with this approach up until this point. And the reason we haven't gone after wholesale retail yet is because we wanted to build the brand online, own our direct consumer presence, and we always want to. We don't want wholesale and retail to necessarily capitalize or cannibalize our e-commerce sales. We just want to increase and improve our distribution sales overall. So the goal that we're going after is we're choosing certain regions with each of these stores to start, and we secure that foothold there, and we help market the products in the company and the brand with those retailers. We go do pop-up shops and in-store retail sampling and meet and greets and stuff like that, and we help build a presence and a relationship with the retail store owners and BPN. And once we establish that foothold in a certain region, then we work with those partners, those retailers, to grow to more regions until we are nationwide. But it has to be intentional. It has to be strategic. We just don't want to mass blast all of our products into all these stores at once because you haven't built a story. You haven't helped establish and build that relationship with that retailer so they know who your brand is and how to market your brand. So it has to be strategic. It has to be intentional. And that's what we're working towards right now with these consultants. So it's not what it always seems. Just because a company or a brand or a product is in stores doesn't mean it's killing it. And we want to kill it in those stores.
What do you want me to do? How long do you want me to go for?
Do like 10 seconds.
10 seconds? 10 seconds to me and then Miguel? Or like
Yes,
5?
10
Okay.
seconds to you after you start dancing, and then Miguel.
Yeah, I'm hitting with the Fortnite.
Give me some heat. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God! You better kill it! You better kill it! Show me something! 5, 6, 7, 8! Go!
Oh shit, I fell off. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
How do you do that?
The funny part is shooting towards the camera will get wide. Oh my god.
So I'll talk about the power of solitude while running. I don't think anything can beat a sunset run in Texas, surrounded by ranch land. This road right here, like to me, it's a perfect road. I love running here. I have logged dozens, if not hundreds of miles on this road specifically. When I talk about the power of solitude, what I'm talking about is we are filled and surrounded by noise, chaos, distractions on a daily basis. And for a lot of people, you can't escape that. It's hard to. For me, what I found running, the solitude of running, is that distraction. I can think more deeply while running than any other time or part of my life. That's why I love it. That's why I'm addicted to it. That solitude where I can think deeply and there's depth, there's substance to what is going through my mind, the ideas, concepts, perspectives. That's what running does to me. And it's moments like this, a sunset run in the winter of Central Texas. Doesn't get much better. So I challenged you guys to wrap up this video is find that thing. Maybe it's not running, maybe it is. Find that thing that provides you solitude, perspective, insight. It clears your mind. Like all other distractions in the world, they dissipate, they disappear. You eliminate shallow thinking, and you add depth. You add deeper thinking. That's what solitude is. So see you guys next video. Going more.